Alright, what you see here is a Hunter Studio Series ceiling fan in bright brass finish. It's a 52-inch ceiling fan I got yesterday from Mark Wilson as a belated birthday gift, although just him bringing me the filmation was more than enough. But yeah, this fan, along with the Hawkins from Hampton Bay, by Hampton Bay, not from Hampton Bay, but by Hampton Bay, and there's two other fans I have yet to reveal to you guys. Although the third one is another belated birthday gift, but the fourth one was actually a fan in trade for the new tone Veranda 2. But out of the ones that he gave me from the birthday gift, this one's definitely my favorite one because it's exactly the same as as the one that was at the seafood place, the one that had the same type of glossy blades as this one, but they were starting to peel a lot. They were like falling apart, and it had a spotlight, not a Hunter spotlight, but on a regular one that was, it was missing a spotlight on it. And for those who don't know, I haven't done an update video of that yet because they're closed for the winter. I found out last summer that they replaced it with a brushed nickel Hampton Bay Lyndhurst, and which I feel like if they're going to replace it with something, it should be at least something that's like not silver, but at least brass or something like that, or like antique brass. I feel like it would have been a good finish in there, especially if it's a Lyndhurst. But I feel like they just bought whatever they found, and that's it. The fan was replaced obviously because it was falling apart. The blades were in horrible shape, and I'm pretty sure they just got tired of seeing the fan in such bad shape. I mean, it still worked, but if you're gonna have a restaurant, you definitely should. And if something seems like very bad shape, obviously you should replace it, even if it's a fan. So I understand why they replaced it, but it really just needed new blades. But the fan was also not working too well. It's not, they never really used it on high speed, but it did have issues. I think the capacitor was failing on it, so maybe the capacitor just blew out and it stopped working. I don't know. I just thought that they replaced it. I didn't ask them if they replaced it because it stopped working. But it was in bad shape, so they definitely, it was a justified reason to replace it. But if I offered them different blades on it, maybe they would have kept it. But it was just such, it wasn't really. I wish I could have gotten it, but at the same time, it's not really a fan that was worth saving, especially due to the shape it was in. But it was a childhood fan, but I knew I'd be able to find another one just like it, and I did. This one right here. Yeah, it would have just been like a fan that I got only for the motor, and that's it. So I like seeing it a lot. It was a childhood fan of mine, but it's one that I was okay with not being there no more because I knew it was in bad shape, and so I guess in a way it got put out. It finally gets to rest, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But I will miss seeing it, but at least I have one of my own. It's just like it. So yeah, the fan works. I had to replace the pull chain because originally it was cut. I'm not sure what year it's from because the information on the tag is all worn out. There's just a sticker on there. There's no writing on it. Even the Hunter logo's gone on that sticker on the top. It's definitely from the early 90s because it does not have vents on the motor right there. But yeah, the brass is a little bit tarnished. Definitely needs a little bit of clean. I need to polish it a bit. Yeah, it does have nice gloss blades on it. These are walnut blades, by the way, even though they're not the same type of walnut that you see on my low profile and the Passport 2. I really do like these blades, especially I actually like this tone of walnut. Even though I like the other walnut better, I actually like this a lot, especially on the Studio Series. In fact, this actually could go up in my living room next. It doesn't look exactly like the kitchen fan, so that's why my mom might be okay with it. The Mayfair she liked, but it looks too similar to it, and she says that if they're gonna be two different rooms, they shouldn't look identical. Like they're two separate rooms, like they're together, but they're not like. It's not like a living room. It's not like a kitchen and dining room installs. One of them should look more like a living room fan. One should look more like a dining room fan. And they look too similar. It will look a bit strange. This one definitely looks a bit different. It looks more like the low profile actually than. If I was to put like this in the kitchen with the low profile, that would be something that I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be okay with because this looks a lot like the low profile. But this looks more like the low profile than the Passport, honestly. So she would probably be okay with it. So yeah. I basically view this as a low profile on a down rudder or canopy, basically. Canopy on this fan is not original to the fan, actually it's from the Mayfair. It's actually underneath the chair I was sitting on. So let me go ahead and start off on no. Yeah, the pool change from the Mayfair that I got from Tommy Bonnet, better known by his YouTube name. Well, on YouTube he's better known as his Ceiling Fan page. But yeah, Mark didn't do a video this year because the chain was broken, was cut off by the previous owners. He got it at a flea market along with another fan at the next one. Very cheap. He didn't know if they worked, but they said that they worked, but when he plugged it in, it didn't turn on. Which is a bit strange, because the reason why they cut the chain is because they had it on a wall control, and for them to need to use it on a wall control, the chain should be on high speed, so it'll actually work. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe the chain just broke down in general. So yeah. After I do a video of this fan with the spotlight kit, which is what I'm going to be doing next, I will be taking out the pull chain and putting it back on the Mayfair, because this fan I'm not going to be keeping in my closet. I'm actually going to be putting it underneath my bed. So yeah, it's just because the fan is not in the Mayfair's in better shape than this. So, but yeah, plus the blades I'm going to be storing away. I'm going to be wrapping them up so they stay in good shape. They have a black markings on the edges, so I do like that a lot. Does a pretty good job on no. It's a little bit slower. Well, not that much slower, because it actually goes almost the same speed as the Passport. So I'm not sure. Maybe the Mayfair was having a failing low speed. Possibly it was going a little bit slower than this, from what I remember. I'm not sure, but it's been a few months now that I've tested the Mayfair. Back in late 2016. But yeah, it really does remind me a lot of that studio series at that place. I'm glad to finally have one just like it, but in a lot better shape. So I remember one time it was off, and I'm like, oh what, I figured I just switch it to high speed just to see how it works. Because it really wasn't moving any air on low speed at all, so yeah, I put it on high, and next time I was there, I saw it on high. It was going very slow, it was more like medium, it wasn't even high. Like a very slowish medium, so that told me that the fan was in very bad shape. So yeah, maybe next time I go there, I wanted to do a video of it on speeds, but I never got the chance to, because the year before I didn't really go there that much. But in 2015, that was the last time I saw it there. But now for medium, so I was doing the college thing over the summer, so I didn't really go there that much. But I was going to do a video of it on the speeds there, but and I was going to do it this past year, during 2016, but the fan was already gone. But the fan that's there not much. I see if I can do a video of the Lyndhurst on all speeds. She's a good friend of mine. She knows me pretty well, so she might. If I had asked her if she could have held on to the fan, she probably would have if they took it down. But I don't know, she knows that I liked it, but I don't know if she knew that I liked it enough to want to have it. But I probably I was actually gonna offer her another fan anyways. Something else to put up in there, just because I knew she was going to switch it out sooner or later. But I am glad that she swapped it out, because even though I liked what she had there before, the fan that she has up now is in a lot better shape. It looks nicer. Yeah, it just didn't look good for a restaurant to have a fan in such bad shape like that. It's kind of like if I have the Infinity, glass blades in Infinity, all falling apart. So the blades look in such bad shape. They look like they were installed outdoors, and the seafood restaurant's in front of the ocean, so that could be another reason why the blades got messed up. But it is closed. It's it is insulated, the place. So I don't know. But yeah, they were just in pretty bad shape. Did a pretty good job of medium speed. Feeling a pretty good breeze from it over here. Alright, let me go ahead and move it up to high. High speed works pretty well. It didn't even go to, just so you, in case you want to know how slow it went, the medium speed you saw on this fan was not even close to how fast it went it was a lot faster than the high speed on the studio series at that seafood place. So it was like it was kind of like medium slow almost. Well, it was medium, but a very slow medium, I guess. Kind of like a medium fan, like a medium speed that you see like on a four bladed fan. It was like almost like a little bit slower than the medium speed that you saw on the that you'd see on my low profile in the living room. For an example, so yeah. Well, they could have moved it down to medium actually, but it was going extremely slow, so I know that wasn't medium. I actually did check it. Well, I don't know. I didn't. I remember I checked if it was actually the high speed or they weren't working. I pulled it 3 times to see if it would go to if it would. I pulled it once to see if it would go to low speed. It didn't. It went to like medium, then low, and then off. So that was the high speed. So it probably had a failing capacitor on it, but I know they weren't gonna replace that honestly. So. You have the Lyndhurst DG on medium. Yeah, I definitely gotta do a video for that. Just when I go there next time. Now that I have more space, I should be able to do a video of all the fans to get a quick update of every single fan there this time. Since this phone has a lot more space than the old one. Yeah, this fan does a very good job on high speed. It is making the Infinity spin a little bit, but not a whole lot like a smaller fan would, but it is spinning a bit. Definitely a fan that's not going to be leaving my collection, especially since it was a birthday gift. Although it was a late one, but I do appreciate it a lot. So, Mark Wilson, if you're watching this, I gotta thank you big time. Especially because it's just like the one that was at the seafood place that year. Mark Wilson has seen that fan in person actually, he didn't really. When we went there, it was like the first year we met. We did go there one time, but his camera battery died, so he didn't get to do a video with the rest of the fans there. But yeah. This is the same. That place I had this studio series is the same place with the Hampton Bay Island, the Masters, the whites, the can arms in black, and the white that had like a bent blade on it. So just for those wondering. So I'll close to the high speed. Off the fan. Yeah, it's off. Let's do a spin down. Honestly, if we were at the old place, there actually could have been a fan that we put up there. Cause I feel like this would have looked perfect in the living room at the old place, especially with the wooden wood design we had on the ceiling there. I feel like those blades would have looked, these blades on it would have looked perfect with that ceiling. But yeah, never did happen, unfortunately. Yeah, what a quick update. That ceiling's actually been removed. I've been going by there. I go by there every day when I go to class. Well, I take the bus to the college and I commute. The ceiling's gone. There's not really much. The bathroom's been gutted completely. The kitchen ceiling's been removed. My mom's bedroom, I don't really know how much has been done, but my bedroom's exactly the same. They haven't really done anything to it yet. From the last time I was there, I haven't been there since the end of last semester, so when I go by there tomorrow, I'll see how much they've done to it. Hopefully when they completely renovate it and do like an open house thing, I can go inside and do a quick video of the update of it. I actually am curious how it turns out once they finish fixing up the place. But the ceiling in the hallway is gone too, so basically all those replacement lights I put up are gone. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like this would have been actually, if I was to put any fan in the living room at the old place spotlight kit, this would have been it. The double fire looks nice, but the blade on this fan would have matched that room a lot better. And this one, I feel like the low profile looks nicer, but I don't know, I could swap it out for this one of these days, you never know. Alright, got the top reverse. Alright, here's low reverse. Yeah, the person upstairs moving some stuff around, so I do apologize for that. Yeah, low speed's pretty good on reverse. I feel some air from it. Actually, it does go a bit slower than it should on low. So yeah, I forgot. So it is. This fan does go a bit slower on low speed. Like you gotta put it to 100 full speed, and that's probably due to the pull chain. I would buy a brand new pull chain for it, but after buying two brand new pull chains, and both of them have a failing medium speed on them. Either that's just how they are, or both of the medium speeds are basically low. No, those chains went on the Farmington and the 5-minute 100 outdoor fan I sent to Richard in exchange for the Hampton Bay Cameron 2, the blue one that is. Alright, now for medium reverse. I'm just curious, like, because I know they sold them with the non-gloss blades. That's what I've seen on the catalogs from like the early 90s, but I don't know like if there's like a certain place that had them with gloss blades like this. Or like, maybe like the Home Depot ones had them with gloss blades and the other places didn't. Maybe that's how it was, I'm not sure. But, considering that they got a Hampton Bay Lyndhurst and it's played them, I'd assume that the one out Studio Series I was there, they got at Home Depot, so. Maybe like the Home Depot version had gloss blades like this, I'm not sure. Since I wasn't around at the time, I know this was like, maybe like a few years before I was born, so. Alright, now for reverse high. Yeah, it does a pretty good job on reverse high as well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more videos to come.